dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Man, we back on the channel, man, with another Sunny V2, man. We got the sad life of YouTube's most canceled creator. Now, when I saw the thumbnail, I was like, this guy, he don't look familiar. I was like, what's so cancelable about him? Never heard of him before. I can't say that because I don't know the name. So sometimes you'll hear names.
And can't put a face to it. And sometimes you know a face but can't put the name. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We're in store for a good one today, man. So with that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box. Down below.
You already know where to go if you want the first part. You got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
liking it with a thumbs up.
That's all we ask, man. Also, if you know any info on this, let us know in the comments. You guys, you know what I'm saying, piggyback on what Sunny V2 might have to say. Let us know in the comments.
Okay. I hit you, though. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go, man.
Jikishi was on track to become the next big Minecraft YouTuber until he was cancelled over 40 times in less than 7 days. Who was Jikishi, what did he do, and how has his life been impacted as a result of these actions? Let's begin by looking at an early video posted to his Twitter, during which
Let me look him up real quick. You was trying to look him up? Do the name sound familiar?
Child, you be typing too slow for me. It be the typing, child. But you can do it. You already there.
I don't see no channel, though.
But over 40 times in 7 days, child, what did he do? But I know he about to tell us, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
he would give a quick overview of who he was.
Hello, my name is Jikishi Demetrius. I'm a 22-year-old Minecraft and just chatting streamer, and I've been streaming for like 7 years. And my favorite part about streaming is the fact that I get to meet awesome people and make amazing friends.
There were definitely some elements of weird in this introductory video, such as him calling himself a cat boy.
It's time for my lore. I'm a cat boy.
While showing his cat ear collection before stating this.
I can meow if you want.
But for the most part, this video was fairly innocent, with his solid reputation being summarized by the countless positive replies. In other Twitter threads, Jikishi was described as not only one of the best people I know, but also one of the best and most hardworking CCs I know, helping Jikishi to get noticed by Dream, who randomly raided Jikishi's Twitch channel.
Wait, what? 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 Huh? Hello? What? There's no way. Wait, yo, what the what? Welcome everybody, what the? Hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. What? I'm trying not to cry. Thank you guys so much. You love my nails. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifteds. Thank you for all the biddies, the follows. Dream, yes, actually Dream.
Before Dream would double down on the kind gesture by donating $2,000 to him.
Dream, there's no freaking way. A $2,000 donate. Dream. What the heck? Thank you so much. What?
According to a former friend by the name of Pocket, Jikishi was an extremely hard worker and therefore deserved the recognition.
Jikishi was somebody who always worked hard, you know, he never gave up, he kept things pushing when his support wasn't there, and this is just well deserved, man. I'm just super happy for you, so congratulations.
So that's probably the reason why I haven't heard of him. He's seemed more like a real Twitch streamer, which I've came across a lot of content creators on Twitch and just trying to study the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just trying to kind of grasp a idea. When I first started watching Twitch, I was like, all right, I was just going to random stuff, finding out more. You know what I'm saying? The whole, not to the point where I understand what some people be talking about certain things. You just gotta go over there on the platform, But
oh, go ahead, baby.
No, what you was gonna say?
No, I was about to say everything seems so positive. So what's happening?
I'm trying to figure out.
And to the credit of Jikishi, he was extremely grateful for the shout out, posting on Twitter, "Invest in Jikishi stonks right now. Thank you, Dream was taken. You and your community are amazing," which received replies of further praise such as, "You deserve it, you seem so chill." After being raided by Dream, Jikishi's Twitch viewership exploded.
Jikishi was getting like 30 to 60 viewers per stream. This is game changing. Now he's getting a couple hundred.
While almost every single tweet he'd post began to receive between 100 and a couple thousand likes.
And he's getting like thousands of likes per tweet now, like 1 to 2,000, which is insane, bro. Like, just overnight.
Additionally, his follower counts grew to 57,000 on Twitch, 27,000 on TikTok, 7,000 on YouTube, and more than 10,000 on Twitter, with this growth being highlighted in a tweet reading, "I'm still so shocked that I went from like 1.5k-ish to 11.5k-ish in like 4 days. You guys are bonkers," which once again prompted reply after reply of people reiterating just how much he deserved the growth. However, Jikishi's biggest success would come 4 months after these tweets, when he'd announced on the 24th of October 2021 that he'd been invited by Dream to join his SMP. What's this? I'm one of the newest members of Dream SMP. Can't wait to make new friends and great memories. The reason this post received over 26,000 likes and hundreds of positive comments was because being invited to the Dream SMP was like winning the lottery for Minecraft content creators. For example, Tommy Innit gained 8 million subscribers in the 12 months after he joined the Dream SMP, while almost every other member has an extremely recognizable name as a partial result of the server's influence. Therefore, being invited to the Dream SMP gave Jikishi an extremely high probability that he was going to be one of the next big names amongst that group, with his Twitch gaining over 32,000 followers after announcing that he joined the server. Jikishi instantly began to exhibit the same kind of outlook and attitude as these other Minecraft streamers, making a Twitter post only 1 day after being accepted into the SMP reading, "So I had something brought to my attention that one of my new mods said something that wasn't okay in any circumstance. They have been unmodded because that doesn't fly with me at all. That isn't the kind of stuff I want in my chat, not from mods, not from anyone. Love you guys." For people asking for context, there was something said about self-harm and it wasn't okay, with this post seemingly try to establish the idea that he was of good morals and could do nothing wrong, which also seemed to be the goal of his countless other tweets, where he was trying to come off as extremely nice and overly accepting of others. However, you should always be cautious of a creator who seems too nice, because everybody has an unseen dark side, and perhaps you.
Which is so true, bro. Like, when you try to paint yourself being so perfect and so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he said, as there's gonna always be a hidden, like a hidden
and
dark.
for some people like, why can't they just be nice? Why can't they just be sweet? Why can't they? I'm like, no one is like jolly 24/7.
Nobody's perfect, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
or just like so positive. Like, you know, you try to be, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Like, sometimes we get comments, you know what I'm saying? And if it's negative, I get back with you. Because at the end of the day, I'm human too.
Yeah.
I'm not like y'all, but you're a content creator. You need to no. Yeah. I'm a human being first at the end of the day. So like, treat me as such.
First and foremost. I'm
not just a content creator. My name is not content creator. My name is what my mama named me. Yeah. So I'm a human just like you are. So I'm not perfect. Yeah. I'm not here to proceed to be perfect.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Treat people like. But don't try to push the image that you are like you just like this gullible person.
But let me
person. I mean, not gullible, but you get what I'm saying.
We can say like
happy, joyous,
jolly person all the time. But let's see. First, before I say that, let me see what it is.
You're right.
His overwhelming kindness was nothing more than a cover-up for his own horrible past. My experience with Jikishi/Demetrius popped up on the 26th of October 2021, only 2 days after he was accepted into the Dream SMP. It had been posted by a user named Ren, who had attached a tweet longer which read as follows. Due to the recent event of him joining a considerably large content creator group and gaining exponentially more exposure, I feel like it's my responsibility to bring this to light in order to prevent this person from taking advantage of more young girls. The Twitlonger then explained that the two had begun talking when she was 14, Jikishi was 18 or 19, and that things had gotten heated in the chat pretty quickly. The two had joked about sending pictures to each other, which they would eventually do, and had also talked about meeting up, quote, "If we would have met up that summer, I would have been 15 while he was 20, alone in a hotel with a man who said that he would try to not make sexual advances on me." The post concluded by stating, "I can no longer ignore it, as his audience of young and impressionable girls is growing by the second. I blocked him on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram several months ago after we eventually grew apart and have not spoken to him since. I also know that I was not the only underage girl that he was sexual with." Ren had all of the screenshots to match, and with the expose receiving over 50,000 likes, it was only going to be so long until until Dream realized what was going on, who would take to his private Twitter in a post reading, "Remove Demetrius from the SMP for gross accusations that he also confirmed privately were accurate. No questions, no toleration. Disgusted and incredibly disappointed. Will never let things like this stop me from trying to uplift members of the community and smaller content creators. It's part of what makes our community great. So stick together, be there for people who need it, and always be safe online." However, Jikishi being removed from the Dream SMP was really only the beginning of his problems. On the original expose, a user by the name of Mackerel had replied by stating, "My friend had a bad experience with him too," indicating that Jikishi may have been a repeat offender. Well, over the next 24 hours, 18 different people came forward explaining that they had had a similar experience. We talked on Discord and it started out innocent until he suggested that we add each other on Snap. He'd bring up my age pretty often and always ask me if I'd never tell anyone because he doesn't want to get exposed like he is right now. Like this was his biggest fear. He brought it up so often that I don't know how I missed the fact that he had other victims. The funny thing is that after I turned 18, he never interacted with me in a sexual way again. I was a young minor.
Oh, okay, okay. Now that's
And
that's
then
crazy.
at first I was like, okay, these are accusations or whatever. But then when he kept continuing, when he continued, when Dream continued to read the tweet or whatever, he said he did admit this to me in private. You know what I'm saying? This was admitted to me in private, so you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, so and then the fact that with this one right here, with this incident, the fact that after she turned 18, you like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore, or not sexual anyway. It's like you have this fetish or whatever, or this sigma for only underage. You know what I'm saying? And that's not
because like you always said, like, well, not like you always said, like you stated. At first, it could have been, you know what I'm saying, just speculations, because you can't, like, unless it's like foolproof hard evidence and him going, you know what I'm saying, like, but because you got to take everything with a grain of salt, because he's not convicted of this, so we don't have, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Or is he? Because we don't know. Because this is the thing people fail to realize. People may be on sex offenders lists, whatever the case may be, registered sex offenders, and no one thinks to look for that stuff because you don't think that this person, because you know what I'm saying? Like, no one thinks into after something happens or into after something comes, out to the light. So,
because at the end of the day, wrong is wrong.
Like, you have some people that do check for stuff like that, but for a lot of situations,
well, I'll say that for a lot of underage people, they're not thinking about trying to check for that for people on registries and stuff.
Or like just, or you're an everyday person. You may have someone that don't know. Yeah, so just because you don't know doesn't mean that nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I was just trying to piggyback because you said at first you was just trying to take it with a grain of salt. There could be speculation. People are putting this, but when Dream made the post and he said,
said that, so I was like, okay,
it might be some truth behind it.
I was like, let's see, but if you did admit that, yes, that first situation is true, 9 times out of 10, it makes
I gotta really consider all these other ones being true.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes it hard for us not to believe that these other,
encounters never happen. Yeah.
If you've admitted to one, it's kind of like, okay, other people have the courage to come forward. Yep. So, that's not.
Damn. You talking about going from the top to the bottom so fast, though.
Just like that.
Like, ain't even no grind to the top. It's like, boop, boop.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I'll say it at the end.
After I turned 18, he never interacted with me in a sexual way again. I was a young minor, 12 to 14, not saying specific age. I told him I wasn't comfortable with those jokes and how he needed to stop. He never stopped. He continued. I didn't want to completely cut connections with him because I trusted him. He was my best friend and I didn't want to lose the person I enjoyed talking to.
But technically, he can't. you look as though it's him being the best friend, but he
this is
doesn't look at you that like.
Right, and you have to also understand the age gap as well, and the manipulation that comes with that too. Yeah. And you feeling like you can, confide in someone, but it's for them it's different from you because you have this innocent mind. You're not thinking that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So.
And there have been other situations that people have speculated, other creators of doing stuff like this too, and that's the reason why you got to also look at certain creators and the type of content they do, and who are they surrounding themselves as far as appealing to. Because some is kind of like, all right, you kind of trying to appeal too much to, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But also, some people just enjoy doing what they do.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get like...
Oh, no, I'm just saying, some people actually do content like this to be able to seek out that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Like... That's the reason why I say as a content creator, you gotta keep your supporters as supporters. Sometimes you gotta keep that. You gotta keep
have boundaries. Yeah. And know that.
Yeah.
But as a content creator, you have to set those boundaries. But if you're on this type of energy and on this type of time, then you don't care about those boundaries because you're the one crossing them. You know what I'm saying? So.
11/12, we lied about our age and said I was 13. We were on a Discord server with Jikishi. We ended up DMing each other because of a mutual friend and became pretty good friends. At first he seemed nice and we had a pretty normal relationship, but about a month or so in, it became very weird. He would ask to call us constantly even when I said no, and make NSFW jokes to us even when we said we were uncomfortable. By the following day, the count of allegations had reached 30, and by the end of the week, approximately 41 people had come forward, all of which citing a very similar experience. Jikishi's bizarre post from earlier, requesting that his fans apply to be his children, had suddenly aged incredibly poorly, to the extent that he didn't even try to issue any kind of apology, and instead simply disappeared from the internet. His Twitch channel was terminated for breaking terms of service, while he deleted every single video from his YouTube channel. His TikTok was deleted, his Instagram was erased, and even his merch store was taken down completely. The only piece of remaining Jikishi social media is his Twitter, which sits vacant following his final tweet of nothing more than the word Minecraft with a smiley face. So where is he now? Jikishi was smart enough to never give out his surname, possibly because he knew he might end up in this situation, and as a result there's very little info on what ended up happening to him. There are Reddit threads such as this one questioning whatever happened to Jikishi after the drama, although besides from some people hoping that he ended up in prison, the only information we have is, for all we know, he disappeared.
That's the end?
That's it.
Oh, wow.
There's no other updates other than all social media except for Twitter is...
If that ain't I ain't gonna hold you. If that ain't calling yourself guilty, there's no other way to say, yeah, I'm guilty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you just vanish. Vanish off everything
and I want to make sure
online.
that I understood that one with the one Dream was like delete from, I was trying to make sure that I understood that is what it said, that, with him admitting in private that those allegations were in fact true. So I don't want to put no words, but that's how I took it. So, you know what I'm saying, when it was being read, but I don't mess with that. So, I mean,
that's just crazy to me, though.
And for it to be, my thing is, I feel like as someone that deep down, oh, dang, it's coming to light. Because anything that happens in dark eventually will come to light. You're like, oh my gosh, I have no way to escape this. It's 40 plus or 30 plus people versus yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? So
30, 40 allegations, and you just can I dodge them? And
deep down, oh my gosh,
they got evidence, they got proof.
Maybe I did do that or whatever. Yeah. Allegedly, or still, because I don't know this person. I don't know.
Never heard of him. Never came across him. And that's the reason why we never heard of him, came across him. Because after 2021, he vanished. Yeah. And you said you've been streaming for 7 years. No one, to be honest, no one puts in 7 years of work. Yeah. And in this type of platform and environment, and just vanish. Yeah. And to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me to see him pop back up years, like I'll say 3-4 years later from now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
knows?
Like, because you gotta, even EDP, like he tried to make several comebacks, even when he was caught red-handed.
Yeah.
Even though the situation was dealt totally different
Yeah.
in his situation, he still tried to make a comeback because he like, hey, I can't go to jail. Because I think in his situation, he probably went to some legal representation, see if anything charges or anything can be pressed against me.
And maybe they gave
because
him...
everything was done incorrectly, he like, oh shit, so technically I shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
But not understanding, maybe it's the principle of it all. But his situation, I'm just like...
I wouldn't be surprised he tried to come back though.
Yeah, if he did... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either if he tries to, but at the same time,
especially once these people are of age now, then
some of them are.
No,
now.
you gotta realize some of them were still 11 and 12 back in 2019. So 2019 to now, they still are minor.
Well, those, but the one that said that she turned 18.
The only ones I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, it's still so many that were young,
and they're still minors. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like I understand what you're saying, but yeah. So you thinking like maybe he was like, well, I'm gonna wait a little while until they become of age, and then I may pop back out.
And so when y'all try to say something now,
but that doesn't take away what's happened. People fail to realize. Yeah. You know, that doesn't matter. Something can happen 25 years ago. Yeah. Like, it doesn't take away that situation happened. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't know. That's crazy though.
Yeah. Crazy.
But anyway.
Oh man, make sure y'all spend so let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below.
Please do.
I never saw this scandal go down, but hey, somebody gotta bring it to light eventually, right?
Yeah.
So hey. But as always, I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C. What?
You was little
I was
delayed.
not. I was on it. Come on, do it again.
You was.
Do it again.
I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
Delayed.
I was delayed then because you threw me off. Dang. My brain going.
I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are, y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please